See? Nah, whatevs. Gotta change my OBS settings every time I go from IG to YouTube. But what up, people? Good morning. My ass just be up on some toxic Twitter, knowing that that's not the way I should be starting my mornings. Should be going to the gym. Took a couple days off. I guess I'm allowing my body to rest. I started training, signed up for martial arts, decided to invest and spend some of this salary on a hobby that I love, which is martial arts. Definitely passionate about it. And I'm pretty nice. Like every time I show up to places where people see me, they think I'm like professionally trained, and I'm like, for the most part, self-taught. Um, and it's just dope. YouTube is not receiving. What is this? Whatever. Um, what else? Yeah. So didn't work out, but I did start my fast. I'm tired of this COVID weight. I'm back on my one meal a day. Basically, just less eating. Gonna shave off the quick 20. Fuck these glasses and this. Ah, yep, time for a haircut. Sometimes I just like to rug it out, thug it out. Might not be the best look for corporate, but who gives a shit? I do a good job. Make sure these bills is paid. You know what I mean? Shout out to my adults out here that don't come from rich backgrounds and out here still making it happen. Still out here surviving. Um, but yeah, wanted to just go live. I'm like, I ain't go to the gym this morning. It's a little rainy and drizzly out here in New York City, but let's go ahead and update the people. Since I've been back from Colombia, um, got booked for a few shows, which has been dope. Couple beat shows. Uh, yeah, might as well take a look, huh? Might as well take a look, see. But yeah, I had a couple dope beat shows. Oh, why is it? Okay, I got shit in two windows. And now I got Ruggy Hauser. You up early with me, okay? I'll just be doing this for the replay, but we up early, up in Adam. What you doing out here? But yeah, I had a couple dope beat shows. I got a performance this Friday with Chinatown Sounds. This Friday will be February 3rd. Chinatown Sounds. Venue change. It is now at Interborough in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, I believe. And gonna be a dope night. I'm actually performing some songs, some raps. Um Last couple shows I had been some beats. Let's see what we got. Let's pull up some. Yo, y'all up early. Manny Ball, what y'all doing up this early, man? I've been up at 6 a.m. It's actually not that early anymore. Um, but I've just been up since 6 a.m. tweeting dumb shit and getting these thoughts out. Yeah, let's see what the boy been up to since I've been back. What your boy been up to? Okay, no sound. Oh. I don't know why that sound ain't working. But this showcase was with Smoking Beats, um, Lord Nez and Large Professor. Really dope night. That was a great thing to come back to. I feel like lately, especially traveling and just going to other countries, it really be just having me like, why am I spending all this money in rent living in New York? Like why? And things like this remind me, like this is what I moved to New York for, to be around legends, to be around hip hop. Shout out to DJ Priority that pulled up from Jersey. Got homie to come outside. But this is why I pay all this money in rent to pursue my passions. Um, and this was the second beach show I had this past Saturday. Beautiful night, man. Shout out to Free Speech. This was the first one. First of all, the first one was in the city, which was dope. Cause I don't go to the city that much anymore. Uh, Lower East Side. This one was in Brooklyn. Free's new spot called Sleepwalk on Bushwick Ave. Really dope, beautiful venue. New. Shout out to the owner and the bartenders. They were definitely hooking us up as performers. And the drinks are cheap. Like it's a pretty dope place nonetheless. Um, and there were so many women there. Like my God, I've never seen this many beautiful women at a hip hop event. It's normally like women in hip hop. I mean, yeah, not the type of hip hop I do. They don't look like Ice Spice normally, But yeah, nah, that night was dope. A lot of dope women, a lot of dope people in the building. And again, my next show is Friday, February 3rd. Uh, woke up in the wrong part of Newark. That sounds like an adventure. The wrong part of Newark. Well, Southward, 18th Ave, Avon Ave, or where else? Hmm. I haven't been to Jersey in so long. I'm a fake Jersey rep. I grew up there, but it's a lot of pain in Jersey, a lot of sadness for me. There's no family there for me anymore. Well, there's family there. I can't even, let's not get that dark. But family that I rock with and I'm close with, it's just bad memories for me in Jersey. And I love it. I love the fact that I grew up there, but it's just weird. It's just weird for me. I don't rep anything at this point. I'm just like, I'm me. But I just so happen to have these experiences and trying to find my place while healing. Speaking of healing, I went on this I ain't gonna say no names, but it was a group for black men in healing. My therapist recommended it. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm like, yo, what the heck people be on? It was just felt like a waste of time. I was just there for an hour. It was just talking about like sports and the murder of another recent black brother, which is like I understand. It's just like okay, hot topics, trending topics. Like this is supposed to be about healing. It's supposed to be about like therapy, and I don't know. It's like niggas be simple and basic. I guess that's another reason I'm doing this live. I'm like, what the hell do I be thinking when I wake up? Because I'll just be frustrated. I'll be like, why are people so dumb? It's either the whole world is dumb or I'm just delusional is F. And I knocked my head in my little ass Brooklyn bathroom just now. I really felt like it was one of those moments where I'm like touching my head, like, am I bleeding? Did I just give myself a knot? When you get hit in the head, your teeth be rupturing, your whole, you feel like you about to die, yo. Your joint be like, I'll be like, oh, especially when you hit something solid, your whole world gets shaken up. Irving Turner and Spruce, word. Now you gotta get on that GPS. Getting lost in Newark, man. I have stories about that. I I really spent most of my time in Montclair, but would go to Newark for weed and women and just I'm talking teenage shit too, like just going out of town to try and get girls or trying to find weed and like uh nah, one time definitely this was like Black Planet days. I'm trying to meet up with some random girls and ended up on Irvington, like some back blocks behind Springfield Avenue, like back blocks. Ended up at some apartment building. The girls, for some reason, didn't let us in the apartment. No cell phones, pre technology. And we had to catch the bus back or something. Oh no, we got stranded or something, or the bus stopped running. Pitch black darkness. Like, Irvington's a scary place, especially if you're not from Jersey. I mean, back in the day, Irvington also, I don't know how it is now, but like, shit, especially being an out of towner and just being walking around, couldn't get in the girl's house. And then there was just zombies. And of course, like, nothing happened. It was chill, but it's just like the possibilities and the stories or whatever. And on the exterior, niggas is tough. But in the interior, I was just like, it's a little scary out here. But yeah. I got stranded a couple times in Newark, Irvington. Never got stranded in Patterson. But whatevs. Let's go over some morning tweets. Pre cell phone days. Listen, pre cell phone days, find a payphone. And I think I might have had this. Like, I had a cell phone in like the 11th grade. So that my first cell phone. So, like, but this was like, yeah. All right. Let's go over my frustrating morning tweets when I should be working out and meditating. Here we go with this. There's something with YouTube. It's looking glitchy for y'all. Can y'all still hear me? Just some bullshit. But I've seen even like Lord Jamar going through streaming things. Streaming is not easy. Cause I was streaming on Instagram with the same stuff and shit was working fine. But now I'm streaming. Oh come on. I'm streaming on here. Oh y'all hear me? Cool. Y'all can't see my screen though, huh? Or is that just me? Alright, whatever. Wait, what you ordering? I forgot what I was talking about. But what you ordering, Manny Ball? Oh, a compass. Yeah. Alright, so what the fuck do I be looking at on Twitter? My disdain for simps is growing every week. First I saw Iggy Azalea made like 300 racks off of like pictures in her bra when she started her OnlyFans. And I'm like, this contributes to why dating is so hard and the simping behavior is messing the game up for us normal, attractive, mildly successful men out here. Like 300,000 in a day off of pictures in your bra. So now look at this. Lotto auctioned off her panties on eBay, and the current bid is already $83,000. Whether it's true or not, Oh, it looks, we got screenshots. $83,000 for a woman's used panties. We are in some strange times. Um, I don't know what kind of males do do things like this. Like I've heard about women selling their fart in a glass. Like they will sell their like used socks, used panties, and yeah, I just be confused. It's just like even if you're not, yeah, get on your Andrew Tate shit. Somebody also said something. Hold on. Oh, some bitches treat Andrew Tate like he's Taliban, talking about he radicalized men. Niggas just tell dudes to get rich and do push-ups. Like, yeah, people hate men, but especially black men. But yeah, even if you're not 6'3" and attractive, you can get rich and do push-ups, or at least try. I'm trying to get rich. I'm not rich, but I would like to be, and richer. But god damn it, at least get your body in shape. Like you don't have to buy panties, my guys. We are the minority, especially black people. Like black men. Like there's way more black women out here. If you just get your shit together, the simping is at the simping is at an all time new level, and I don't know if it's low or high, but yeah. Next tweet. I really can't stand jealousy, toxic monogamy. Yeah, I don't know if I even talked about this, but I'm really on my poly open relationship shit. I just feel like I've wasted time, um, not really being myself and truly speaking how like I feel. And I think jealousy and like ownership over someone else's body is just got to be one of the most murderous, toxic things we society, especially in the black community, deals with. And they're talking about like this Tyree thing, um, Tyree Nichols, new Black Death murder trauma porn. Um, they're saying this is might be over a woman. It's a rumor. I don't know how true that is, but that has happened. If it's not true, it's happened. People die over pussy all the time. That woman's gonna go smash somebody else in a couple months. And I hate to see men and like people fighting over another human being. Like you don't own anybody. And this concept that these Europeans brought to society of one person for the rest of your life, and this Christian sense of marriage, and like that marriage is only one thing. It's literally a jealousy and murder are hand in hand, and I hate it. I really do. Like women that be around me, you already know. I have women friends. Um, Recently, a friend of mine pulls up and she doesn't like that there's all these women talking to me and on my body, and I'm just like, I just be so confused. I'd be so confused, especially if you know who I am. Like that's literally the best way to push me away. And I like this person a lot. Like I have mad feelings and love for the person, but it's just like that jealousy shit. Like if you're in my life and you have a solid position in my life, you should know that like you're pretty much irreplaceable. Like I like even if it's pussy, pussy's not gonna replace the bond, because pussy is pussy and a bond is different. Once said, one for every mood that I have, and I'm a moody guy. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you know what I mean. I love women, man, and it's not even just on some smash thing all the time. I Just, yeah, a lot of people hate men. It's true. You gotta fake like you about to eat the pussy just to do the smell test. Nose around the panties and get a good whiff. That one was funny. That's also very true. Dating has to be at its all-time strangest. Also, um, between the simping and feminism and men not being men anymore. It's not just women. It's men not being men anymore. Women not wanting to be women anymore. All these changes and everything in society and new normals. Um, Shit's difficult, and I can't help but like think like, oh, I want to start a family, and I want a family, and I want a unit and like a life partner. But and I always say like, oh, shit's harder, this, that, and the other. But I still meet dope women all the time, so it's like I still have faith. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen in this Mod Ross world. Um, but yeah, man. Thank God for music. It keeps me really balanced and sane. And of course, I make music for my people that rock with me. Uh, but for more so, it's for myself. Like I'm still trying to do this for a living. Don't get me wrong. I'm still trying to sell my brand, but it's really for myself. It's really just like the only thing that keeps me motivated to want to live and be curious about life. Like, what can happen next? What could happen next? Like, shit's lit. It's getting exciting, and I'm like independent. Um, so shout out to y'all for supporting my good fans out there. Um, Best way to support me is to buy things from Bandcamp. Streaming is cool too. Uh, Hold on, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, this Tyree Nichols thing. Somebody tweeted, "How is five black men?" I'm gonna end on this note before I get myself together. How are five black men beating a black man to death about white supremacy? Uh, I just, I guess I've done the due diligence of Black history, because being a black man in America is unlike anything else. And I was just curious about why things are the way they are. Why do people look at me like this? Why do people react like this? Why do people whatever? Why? And I've just done a lot of searching and researching and documentaries and reading and the journey of learning about being black. And I just, some people are just so simple. It infuriates me. A black man tweeting this at that. How are black men beating up a black dude about white supremacy? Like any type of strategy, if we're playing chess or any game, anything, any movie, people use your inner circle to trick you and like to get the upper hand. Um, One of the FBI agent, and I believe it's the same FBI agent. I'm trying to Google this stuff, and like I feel like they're Mandela affecting us and like taking things off. But Eugene Roberts, that's definitely the dude who helped take down Malcolm X. Black man, worked for the FBI. A black man that worked for the FBI infiltrated the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King. Black people have been used as pawns in white supremacy since slavery. They would get the black man to be the preacher, and that would be the only person that would be allowed to read and like do anything like this was the preacher, the privilege of the black slave preacher to lessen the whips and the torture that the other slaves would face, and preach Jesus through this black face, as a weapon to strategize against the black slaves. They've been doing this since forever. I just don't understand how people don't know this shit. What do we do with our time and this internet that we have? I mean, the internet's like a massive just abyss at this point. And I guess like if you haven't been paying attention, if you don't have your favorite authors and teachers, then you're really just lost out here, just following a bunch of dumbass coons that all have agendas and work for somebody. But yes, black people can be used as a pawn in white supremacy and cops. I remember, because the thing is this, I do remember I got locked up one time in my life, and it was nothing but black and Puerto Rican cops in the Bronx. And I had a weapon on me. I'm not even that. I just was protecting myself. Wrong place, wrong time. And I remember, and this was kind of when I was young in my 20s, and I was first starting to get conscious or whatever. And I just realized, I was like, man, like, nothing, there's no white cops here, all black and Puerto Rican cops arresting me for some dumb shit. I had a little knife on me, sending me to a jail with murderers, gangbangers, all sorts of people, when they could have just took the knife and sent me on my goddamn way home. I have no record. But anyways, I remember saying it's like I had good intentions, but I didn't have the knowledge at the time. So it's like I said something like, "Oh, there's nothing but black and Puerto Ricans locking me up right now. Like, what is there?" I said something about like, "Why did y'all stop us?" or something like, "Is it because you see a group of black men? Like, you're stopping us for no reason?" And then the cop responded, "Well, there's nothing but black and Puerto Ricans here. You can't use no race card against us." And in my head, I'm like, but who do you work for? Like, I knew what my response should have been, but I remember just being quiet, like, oh, I don't know what to say now. You know what I mean? In the moment, because knowledge is like experience, wisdom. And I knew that, like, there's some trickery behind this. The fact that, like, there's nothing but black and Puerto Ricans driving around in this NYPD paddy wagon looking to lock niggas up. Maybe it causes some order. Maybe they do find some real gangsters and real like people that's like causing mayhem or something. Maybe they do some good in that. But for the most part, all that stop and frisk shit is just to target black men. And for the majority, it didn't fix a thing. It didn't solve anything. Because jail and punishment doesn't solve anything, anyways. But not in this country. But whatever. I guess I say all of that to say, um, knowledge and like time and experience. And I guess I'll be thinking everybody should have this experience, like wisdom, or I don't know, knowledge of what's really going on. And that, yeah, um, black people can still work for a white system, one of these alphabet boys, the police, and you're a black face in a system that's causing your own people harm. It's very simple. It's very simple. Like, it doesn't need like it. This whole thing doesn't even need to be about race. It's like, it's just more so it is race, because if he was a white man, they wouldn't have beat him to death. I know that. I've never seen a video of black cops beating a white man to death. I'm not saying it never happened, but it's extra. They go extra hard, and that is rooted in systematic racism, white supremacy, Jesus complex. They told us that Jesus was a white man, so now we treat them different than we treat our own. It's all rooted in this system. But people got to stop being so goddamn simple and basic, because the game that's being played on us, the devilish trick that's being played on us in every aspect of life, is I see it as, I see it black and white, but I guess it is. It's not so simple. It's a complex, deep rooted strategy that's been in place for a long time in the making. But yeah, maybe that dude is trolling also. Oh, somebody said something. Damn, I meant to look that tweet up. Somebody said on Twitter, if me as a black man is making a taco, does that make me Mexican or so? Or wait, damn, I messed up the quote. Let me see if I could find this quote because that was a um good analogy in my opinion for this idiot who said that. A lot of idiots in the world, whatever. If my black ass makes a taco, does it stop? Does it stop being Mexican food? Right. If my black ass makes a taco, does it stop being Mexican food? It's still Mexican food. It's still white supremacy. It's still racism. Even if your black ass is conducting it and doing it for the people. Um, but yeah, I had to get that out. Yeah, man, these morning tweets, morning thoughts. I gotta figure out this YouTube streaming shit now, but hopefully it was smooth for y'all. Recently got my passport for dating. I'm over American women. Yeah, it's happening. Listen, my women friends, one of my women friends is like, oh, there's plenty of good American women here, and that'll love you and care for you and cater to you and all of this stuff. I'm like, well, listen, we gotta look. I'm a very simple. It's like I see things in a simple way, and if all the birds are flying south, or if they're making mad noises and flying to this location, might is some shit going on over there. It's just that simple. If all the ants are congregating or running away, or if or like it's very simple. Life is very simple. Like cause and effect. If men are constantly saying they are willing to go to a different country, learn a language, pay 200 something dollars for a passport, pay $1,000 in flights, and room and board, go to a country where English is not the native language, and try to start a life somewhere else in a different country, there's obviously something going on. It's not that complicated. There's something going on. And yeah, it's tough. I mean, whatever we could place blame, men, women, the imbalance of nature. We're in a very super imbalanced place in nature and life right now. It's pretty much that. It's the imbalance. It's not just men or women. I could easily point all these fingers at women, uh, but for me, I just feel like people don't see what's happening and the fact that black women are more successful on average than black men. So they're on their shit and they're cocky and they feel like they deserve, they move on hypergamy, and they feel like they deserve the millionaire top 1% black dude that doesn't want them back. So they sit there and wait on that until they're 35 and 40, and then they say, good men out here. Um, it really boils down to economics and power structure, why dating sucks right now, in my opinion. And this very false narrative of monogamy, when it's clear that black men don't come from a monogamous ancestor. Niggas just be cheating and lying about it. But yeah, dating is hard out here, even for me. And like I'm on some real shit. Like I'm good looking, I'm tall, I don't got no kids, I got income, I'm somewhat successful. I can feed myself, and like I live on my own. I'm in a pretty top percentile of men, of black men, and it's hard as fuck, even for me. I mean, it's not hard to find dates. I could get dates, but to find women out here that um want to be feminine, want to be women, what a traditional woman is, because there's one point in this whole mess of things where it's just like, what does being a woman mean? And we don't have to be women, and power to, and all this stuff. And now we're in this state where men, okay, now we're just going to leave the country. And now women are all in an uproar. They're like praising, they just want something bad to happen to us in a different country now. They're praising anytime something happens, and because bad things happen in different countries all the time. You could get robbed, you get caught up, you can immigration, this, there's a whole bunch of things that could just go wrong, period. So like now they're wishing something bad happens to you when you go on these trips. It's ugly. It's ugly out here. I was in Colombia, and this black chicks that I linked up with, and one of them was saying, uh, women are just entitled, or all men are entitled and think they're entitled or something. I'm like, man, this all men thing. It's just a lot of hurt on people that are hurt and need therapy and self-reflection, and yeah, dating right now. I don't know. You better get yourself a puppy like I did and love yourself and get used to being alone. Call these videos morning spliff chat. I just said this, where the feminine women, most of these women don't even say thank you anymore. Yeah. Oh, that burns me up. I take a chick out, pay for a couple drinks, spend $60, $70, $80 in drinks, $30 in Uber. I'm over $100 and don't even get a thank you for buying drinks. Whew. It's, yeah. And then, yeah, that definitely, I mean, that I just more than likely won't ever rock with you again, if that's the case. Or if you just got me buying things all the time and you just looking for me to just treat you all the time, like, nah, we both equal now, financially. Yeah, we both got money now. The traditions have changed. Nature has changed. Um, Not to say it got to be 50-50, but still, like, it ain't going to be 90-10. Not on this side. I'm a whole vibe. I'm a whole catch. And yes, I'm gonna wait it out. My old ass is gonna wait it out until the right one comes across with feminine energy, no jealous bullshit. You're gonna have to deal with the fact that I love women, and you're not gonna be the only woman I love. And yeah, I'm not settling. Morning spliff chats. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Rugi Hauser. Yo, thanks for tuning in. It's time for me to get ready for work. Peace, y'all. Thank you.